by 6-0. It wasn't like that this time round. They had to really work for this. One Lewis McLeod goal was the difference in the end. Bilal Mosny was sent off after the final whistle. Lots to talk about here. A really good match. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Good stuff. Listen, sorry at the end, boys. I got that the wrong way around. Sorry, Grant, if you can hear me. Okay. I couldn't really hear you properly where I was because of all the booing around me, so I was a wee bit guessing, so apologies. No, I know, but I tried to wait until he went up the tunnel. And then I thought move on, but I wasn't sure, so I thought you might have been saying go on, at that point. So apologies. Anyway, I'm going to run. Thanks very much, chaps. Cheers.
3, 2.
Many thanks for sending your questions in to us on our Twitter page. That's at BT Sport SPFL. Alex Ray and Owen Coyle are here to answer a few of them for you. We shall start with one for both of you. This is from Rostam Bar, and he says, how attractive is the Scottish market for English clubs to shop in at the
In 3, 2.
Sending your questions in. Business health question.
In 3, 2.
Many thanks for sending your questions in to us on our Twitter page. That's at BT Sport SPFL. Alex Ray and Owen Coyle are here to answer a few of them for you. We shall start with one for both of you. This is from Rostam Bar, and he says, how attractive is the Scottish market for English clubs to shop in at the moment? Alex?
Yeah, I'd have to say it's pretty decent. You've got some good boys up at Dundee United, some guys at Rangers, and obviously Celtic bring a few as well. So you have to try and scour the market. They don't pay a lot of money in the Scottish foot market, so it's always important to try and tap into that and get some good boys. The whole championship's littered with Scottish guys at the moment, isn't it?
Very much so. I think there's always, I think sometimes we're too down on a game in Scotland, and there's a lot of negativity, but when you look through the teams, there's an array of young talent. There's no doubt there's players capable of going, and not only in the Championship. I think there's a few gems there that could play in the Premier League, which we all claim to be the best league in the world, and they've certainly got capabilities. So I think sometimes we should look for the positive in the game. There's a lot of young talent coming through, no doubt about it.
Especially Ryan Gould, Dundee United. He's been in the headlines, apparently scouts from all teams watching him.
Well, I think everybody's aware of his talent, as we have been. Anybody that loves football and admires, then they do their homework and they know these kids coming through from a young age. But Ryan Gould's not the only one. Dundee United have had tremendous plaudits. But again, Dale's bringing a couple through Aberdeen as well, doing a magnificent job at Aberdeen, Derek, and he's bringing some young talent through there. So I think you look through all the clubs, they are littered with young players. But Ryan Gould, you're right, I think he'll eventually go to play at the very highest level, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Aberdeen flying too. Okay, this one is just for you, Owen. What was your most memorable moment in an Airdrie as an Airdrie player, and how good was that team you played in the early 90s? And that is from Charles Lang.
Yeah, well, I think it was for Airdrie owners, it was a fantastic team, there's no doubt about it, culminating obviously in playing in the Scottish Cup final against a Rangers team that were, McCoy and Haitley. It was...
Yeah, they scored the goals?
Oh, there was so much quality. Yeah, 2-1 we lost. Andy Smith scored a great goal 10 minutes from the end, and we probably maybe lacked a little bit of belief in the game, because I think if we'd have maybe get that goal earlier, we could have, who knows, maybe caused an upset, but it wasn't to be. They were a fantastic team. But I think that game certainly sits in the memory, but the fact then that took us in, because Rangers were the champions with the quality they had. We actually played in the European Cup Winners' Cup against Sparta Prague.
Yeah.
And for Airdrie owners to compete at that level, that was probably the memory that I really cherish from my time with a special team.
Yeah, some great players in that team. We might see a few of them here tonight at the Excelsior Stadium. Okay, last one to both of you. This is from Robert Clark. So Alex, what will be the key element in determining whether the youngsters at Ibrox can be a mainstay in the side all the way back to the top tier?
Yeah, I think if you look at the boys that come in now, they'll get the experience, and playing in front of 50,000 fans every other week. It's great. The expectations are always high at the club, and when you see them flourishing now, you see Fraser Aird and McLeod and all that coming through, the future, they are the future of the club, and with the next couple of years they'll get that experience. 100 games at this level, this isn't a walkover, and it becomes you become men overnight, really.
They're in a great position at the moment at Rangers right now as they go back up the leagues, aren't they, Owen, to get their chance?
Well, they are, and the great learning curve. The great thing that they take from it is, and Alec was there, he played with Glasgow Rangers. As much as you can have fantastic ability and a good player, you also need a tremendous mental strength because of the expectation. You know, you're playing in front of 50,000 and you make a mistake, you're expected to go and be brave and get that ball again. So these young kids are actually able to get that at a lesser level just now, and that will stand them in good stead. Ultimately, you're right, to play for Glasgow Rangers, they want to aspire to get back to the highest level, be involved in European football, and you're going to need very special players to achieve that target. So the young players are getting an opportunity just now.
It doesn't really matter what league they're in, does it? The learning curve, it's so steep at Ibrox.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. You look at the reaction to the Stranraer result, it's like the wheels have come off the wagon.
I think that shocked a few of them.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think everybody was expecting to go through the season undefeated and things, but these guys are coming and fighting week in, week out, and it was obviously, as you said, the expectations are massive. The fans demand success.
But that in many ways will help the young players, because if they think it's been a breeze every week to go and win, and they get that winning feeling, they turn up expecting to win, and all of a sudden you've had a totally unexpected result. Stranraer, and all credit to Stranraer achieving a magnificent draw on the day. So I think there'll be a lot to have been learnt from the draw, as much as it was disappointing for everybody involved at Rangers.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for now. Don't forget, continue to send questions in. We'll answer more ahead of our next game, Aberdeen against Hibs.
Lovely.
There you go. Great stuff.
Pleasure.
Warm up for us.
It's bold again. That's perfect, thank you. Okay.
Can we count you in?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, and in 3.
Welcome to the Excelsior Stadium in